There are girls out there who will say yes to you. You just have to find them.
Yes. It's half up front, half after.
The story begins one day earlier. That day Bree hires Eddie to paint the walls of her house. She wants to improve Eddie's living situation. Bree deliberately pays him extra money. At first Eddie does not want to accept the extra money, so Bree suggests he use the money to buy a gift for his girlfriend. However, this suggestion hits a sensitive nerve for Eddie. No girl had ever paid attention to him. Hearing this, Bree encourages him to go after the girl he likes.
I wouldn't even know what to say.
Does she have nice eyes?
She has nice everything.
Well, you can start by mentioning her eyes. Trust me, you can never go wrong with a genuine compliment.
This is good stuff. Anything else?
Well, once you have her attention, you've got to woo her.
Woo?
Yes, give her little gifts so she knows that you're thinking about her. Flowers are nice. Roses are even better. And then eventually, you can work your way up to jewelry.
I can't afford all that.
Now you can.
But Bree never expected that the girl Eddie likes is her own daughter Danielle. So the next day, Bree goes to see Eddie's mother. She finds a necklace Eddie bought for Danielle in the mailbox. However, Danielle does not feel the same way about Eddie, so Bree hopes his mother can convince him to give up. But just as Bree is about to leave, Eddie comes home. His mother bluntly says his behavior is foolish.
There's no need to mock him.
Oh, who is mocking? I am thrilled. I always figured the only girl he'd end up with would be blind, deaf, or inflatable. But now that I know how good he is at wooing,
Please don't laugh at me.
I'll do what I want, Romeo. And don't worry, I'll make sure he stops hassling your daughter.
Bree never expected his mother to mock him so harshly. So the next day, after being mocked by his mother, Bree apologizes to Eddie. Eddie feels even more unworthy of love. Bree explains that even if he cannot date Danielle, they can still be friends. But Eddie only wants someone who truly loves him. Bree gives Eddie some sincere advice. This leads to the opening scene. No one expected that Eddie would end up approaching a street worker when he hands her the flowers he brought. She laughs at him. Seeing her laugh at him and his gift, he suddenly remembers his mother's cruel laughter.
I always figured the only girl he'd end up with would be blind, deaf, or inflatable.
A few days later, reports about a woman being killed keep appearing. Eddie's mother notices he is unusually focused on these reports. This makes her suspect he might be involved. So when Eddie comes home, she questions him until he silently nods and admits it. His mother is filled with guilt, feeling she raised someone capable of doing such a thing. She does not realize her parenting played a key role. To calm her down, Eddie reaches for a bottle of wine, but his mother thinks he is trying to shift the blame onto her. She picks up the phone and prepares to call the police.